What is up guys, Wraec is here with a new video, and today we are once again back in Idle Heroes for another anniversary video. I somehow found on my account another 80 pages of Destiny. They are somewhere here. I deny all allegations at this point that I have bought those extra pages just because I wanted to have a Red Star Expedition trinket, or what they're called. It definitely never happened like this, so everybody who says that will write this in the comments, you're definitely wrong. But we are going to open those. We also have some of those wonderful Aurora stones over here, trying to get some more loot out of it. So far it's looking pretty decent. I mean, we at least got some enabling infusion stones. What I'm hoping here is that we kind of get a few more luck records with the pages. And that we kind of get some more with the purple goo. And I have to say this at this point, the Grimoire essence is the upgrade material that you need at the moment for the primal Grimoire. And the primal Grimoire is, well, really the #1 goal for this event, we could say. So there are some stages in the event where you can get Grimoire materials from the shop, and this then shop will then ask you, well, which of the 3 Grimoire stuff do you really want? And there are 3 that we can choose. Can I still show that here somewhere? Give me a second. Oh no, I don't think I can. That is a little bit horrible. Okay, it will show you which Grimoire material you can get. There is, for one, the purple stuff, there is the enable stuff, and there is the Sigil stuff. The Sigil stuff is completely useless in my experience. I didn't need it so far. Maybe you need it later to upgrade them. It is used to upgrade the Sigils in the Primal Grimoire. So if you go ahead and you have your Sigils over there, you can see this one's level 28, and this material is used to upgrade them. But you can see I have extra. So I don't really need it at all. And then there is the enable stuff. This is used to upgrade enables. If you unlock the Grimoire infusion at a certain level, you can go ahead and, for example, we can go on my LFA and it will say unlock E1T1 Grimoire infusion effect. And there is this wonderful graphic that I didn't make. This sadly came without a source. Sadly didn't say somewhere in the corner from, I don't know, Arcodemon or something. I didn't make this. If you made this, write a comment, I will pin that. So I definitely want to shout out to the creator of this, because this is a very wonderful graphic. And the way this works is, you can see we got the E1 enabled. And what do you unlock on E1? Well, you unlock the basic enables for HP, attack and speed. And those will then be upgraded, and every enable has 2 levels essentially. It has like the base form and then 2 extra levels. So if you go ahead and upgrade it, your enables will go to level 1, which is this. So one upgrade will bring this up from 12 to 18% HP, which is utterly useless. Same for this, and same for this with really 10 speed. That is the main thing here. But there are some pretty fancy ones in here. At the beginning of each battle, increases self-all damage reduction by 20%, and this effect ends when self-HP is below 80% for the first time. So something like this can be very useful, and there are multiple great ones in here. My personal favorite being definitely the Purify. Purify usually removes 1 random attribute reduction mark, whatever, from yourself, but then you get an extra 25% chance to remove 1 extra of the same type, so 1 extra attribute reduction, for example, from yourself, and this goes up to even 50%. This, in my opinion, one of the strongest effects, definitely cool. And then we have like super high extra damage buffs here on the Balance Strike, which I think is very cool. We also have a new enable over here, Empowerment Suppression, which wasn't too sure if that is really great, but is definitely something. So I definitely wanted to kind of show you guys how this works. This would require Grimoire Essence though, which you can get from the event, which is pretty rare to get otherwise. And then you can do this upgrade over here. So you have to fulfill those requirements, sacrifice a 9-star, have one of those wonderful stones over here. Those are made from enabling infusion stone chart that we already saw before. I have some of those. You need 10,000, which is a ton. Where are those even? They're somewhere here. I have too many things. This game has resource bloat. It is a madness. You can also get them from the event, by the way, which we are going to check out in a second. There we had them in there. I can show you right there probably, because I have them in the in the bonus rewards at the moment. So if you have 10,000 of those, you get one of those stones. For the moment, really recommend for you to go for the purple stuff, because this will give you straight up stats, and this is really, really nice. And also unlock the ability to upgrade your soul sigils further. That was a question I had in the last video. Sigil level cap goes up. So you can see my sigil is now 28. If I upgrade this one more time, I can upgrade to 29, etc. So this gives me 24 million attack on all of my heroes, which is a madness. So definitely want to go for the purple stuff at the moment. Just wanted to point this out. So a little bit of explanation here at the start, but I think it's some valuable info that some of you guys might need. So definitely let's call it a quick guide on this. Let's go into the sigils a little bit more. So also there were some questions. When you first open this, you can just pull. You can do nothing else, you can just pull, and then after you level this up, you essentially reach the stage where you have those different tomes, and those are targeted pulls. So for example, I mainly focused on Star Expedition. That was my main thing that I wanted to go for. If you are a person that cares more about Interdimensional Arena, you can go for this. But essentially you can see, if I go for Interdimensional Arena, I can see the chances right here, 62% for blue, 0% for red, and then next level 0% for red still. So this has levels, and the highest level that I currently have, as I said before, was on my focused one on the Star Expedition. Level requirements go up every single time. I think it is about 5 experience per draw that you do, which is quite expensive, meaning 125 experience are about 100 USD. So that is insane. Okay, that's quite a long road now. Unless you, of course, buy those within the events, where they are a lot cheaper. The Pages of Destiny outside of the event, fairly expensive. So right now you can also see the chances. My chance here for red is already at 1.16%. We pulled one, but those have random stats, so mine was sadly bad. I want to check the disassembled sigils of yellow or lower quality, as I don't intend to use them. And then with that we go into the first 10 mob. You can see 50 XP right there. We open it, and purple. Okay, purple for me a little bit useless. Skill damage is though one of the better ones. Let's do another 10 bomb, and let's hope for red. Red with skill damage. Okay, now I see a green. Green is second highest, has damage reduction, not too great. But red one really with skill damage, that would be absolutely goated. Let's see if we can make that happen. Come on. I never see it for the start. It's still pretty tough to see. Okay, the purple ones, as I said, not too fancy. And every time basically one of those is destroyed, you see you get 50 of this. And this works like dust for artifacts. So this is like a general upgrade resource that you can use to upgrade any single sigil. So you can use it for for Star Expedition sigil, for Interdimensional sigil, whatever, all works. And yeah, in general, you are aiming for at least like a purple one, because those have like the extra stats down there and you can get skill damage or something, or like green, or even if you can, a red one. Red one having like 2 extra stats that are even higher, so that is absolutely goated if you get it. But you can see like the difference. That is a green one. We have crit, which is bad. And that was confused by some people. I don't hate the crit stat, but crit is a thing where you just want a certain amount. So there is a specific amount of crit that is different from hero to hero. So like an RFW needs a different amount of crit than, let's say, an LFA, and you don't necessarily want to have more crit. So the more sources of crit are added to the game that you have to take, like for example on a Phoenix, the more difficult this is to balance the crit out, and that makes using some heroes a little bit harder. That's why I sometimes say, oh, I don't like crit, or I don't want crit on that, because I don't want to add more sources. But you can see 161k attack there, and 174 there. And also one thing to note, they are different within the roles as well. So even if you have a green one, that's not necessarily the same stats or the same attack value as another green one. That is something to keep in mind here as well. Let's go, come on. There's no red one here. Oh no, there's... What the... Star Expedition, that's the problem here. We have reduced damage over time received on control immunity offset. Like, the stats are good, you see that. Like, the stats are great. But reduced dot received and control immunity offset. Like, who uses that in Star Expedition? We need damage. Oh my god. Yeah, and there's no way to reroll that, by the way. So if you drop it with reduced dot received and control immunity offset, yeah, that is your roll now. That is your life. Congratulations on that. That's my second red one and both were crappy. I hate it. That's like, what an insane roll. Look at that. We got 4 purples and 2 greens. Damage reduction and dodge offset. So there are some, I mean, if you think about it, dodge offset for like PvP or can be pretty great. Not too bad. Or like reduce dot receive for campaign. Can see that. But for us, sadly, not a thing. We need a great red one. Great red one. That's all damage. How many do we have left? 12. So last 10 bomb. Let's go. Come on. Last 10 bomb. Give me a red one. Oh, there's none in here. Ah, sad. Okay. Yeah, it's quite devastating, to be honest, to see another red one that is just like bad. It's like, this is pretty tough. This is pretty tough. Wait, we have to... The UI and the buttons are not really up to par, I have to say. Like, to get into the Sigils menu, you have to click too much stuff. So they still have to fix it. I'm using this at the moment. So this is like at level 28. You can see all the stuff stats go up there. To 3.2 million attack. It's absolutely insane. And I then also have like two red ones. Gonna click replace. And we can see that's the one that we just dropped, reduce dot received and control immunity offset, and that is the other one that I have, crit and dodge rate. If you replace them, by the way, the level stays. So if I now put that in, it goes up to 16% crit and 11% dodge rate. And 3.8 million attack. I mean, the stats are nice, but it just doesn't grant me a whole lot. Reduce dot received, control immunity offset 20%. Like, it's not bad. It's not bad. If that wasn't Star Expedition, but something else, maybe it wouldn't be bad. Yeah, for now I stick with that. A little bit less stats, but I like myself the 420 skill damage. And you could potentially get like skill damage, holy damage or something, and get like 500% skill damage on the red one. So it is insane. It is definitely worth it to go for that. And you can have, of course, many different game modes here, whatever you want. I have Void Invasion here, for example, with a little bit of dodge rate. Where I probably want to also put some 10 bombs in. I really want to get the red one for Star Expedition first. And then we want to go for Void Invasion, do a little bit for the bosses, I guess. So that will be fancy. Let's see if we can get lucky here. So here, I mean, the thing is, I'm still so far away from the ×7 multiplier, which I think is insane. We maxed this event, we went beyond that. We spent quite a decent amount on this event, and nonetheless, we're still 32 away from ×7. So this is a long way to go, really. This is a long way to go. Keep in mind, look at that. We are at 68 after maxing this event, after spending 1,200, 1,300 bucks overall during the event period. We're at 68. We're at 68. And for the A-1, they want you to do double that. And if you want to spend 2,800 USD to get an A-, then I would say then go to SG Hub. Send me a message, open a ticket, whatever. Tell me, Wraec, I'm a donkey and I want to spend 2,800 USD to get an A-. Then I will very, very happily, I will be generous. You send me the 2,800, and then I will tell the farmer to send you 20,000 starry gems. Isn't that a deal? That is a deal, isn't it? Now, realistically, you pay 160 or to 168 USD for 20,000 starry gems. So yeah, you could get a lot of starry gems for that price, which is a madness. So let's see if we can get at least some high roads. I want to get some pages, want to get some of the infusion stones. That is great. Absolutely take the Grimoire essence. I hope it gets pulled. And yeah, the important ones are the top two here. The getting a good chaotic combination or bright combination, and we want to have Grimoire materials. That is like the stuff that is important right now. So everything that is in that category. I mean, I don't complain about the Star Soul upgrade selection chest. Sure, that is a decent amount of material. Definitely take that. I would also take the ones for the Star Soul itself. Thank you. Double, okay. Yeah, we need those. I need a few more of those. I think I need one more now still. Because I have to like get a full Star Soul for the Tentacle Star Spawn. And I was so close with the shards and everything, and that I needed to get this. And this is the last Star Soul that I need for that. Oh, we got it! Oh, great, we can do the upgrade after this. And that's insane. Oh, I didn't do the quest. No, we can't do the upgrade. I take that back, I didn't do the quest. I didn't expect that. But we now have the materials. So that's good. Grimoire materials, please. There we go. Okay. That's now really, really great. Grimoire essence there, 104k. And we have to take a look at the loot afterwards. I hope a few of those Grimoire essence get pulled, because this actually, yeah, we get like another. This is what is useless now. B- core. At least it's not a soulbound one. That's something at least. Destiny Trail, okay, pretty good. More Grimoire essence. Okay, this is like the enabling infusion stone shard, and so far I just got it from here. I just really want to get the purify. If I can get this somehow like a side loot, that would be pretty great. Let's see. Getting chaotic there. Okay, I mean it's the 1800 Aurora Gem shards. It's not bad. It's not really good. Let's see how our bonus rewards already look. And I mean, it did add a little bit. I think we didn't have the contract story before, and we didn't have the Aurora Gem shards. So those are 2 Aurora Gem shards already. I still have 5 pulls to go. So this loot will still go up, and I very much so hope that we are going to see a decent amount of Grimoire Essence in here. And also I wouldn't mind getting one or the other enabling infusion stone shard. So that would be what I was wishing for. And right now, yeah, that's basically it for this video. The upgrade that I was thinking about showing you guys, we probably can't do right now. I mean, it is rather fancy because we get a huge attack boost. But I needed this single tentacle shard thing. We have to do the full map though on this complete Star Wars World, so it takes a few hours. And it was like the difficulty was I collected this on the side, and you can see I can show you this because we have a second. We are not rushed here. This is not a duplicate. Yeah, this is a little bit of a duplicate core. So Sanctified Star Soul. You can see I have 1,268 shards there. 1,268 shards, and we do have. Where are my chests? I do have chests. I have too many chests. That's the problem. I have 2,600 over here, which is not enough to reach it. So I want to make use of those 1,200 shards. I just don't bring it over me to just get rid of them. You know, I could get, of course, like a core from the event, and then it won't all be gone. But I just don't see me doing this. So this is. Wait, how many do we need to use? Okay, using 3 chests was enough, which is pretty good. So now we can use the rest of those here, because those still just include the basic Star Souls, which is really, really horrible in my opinion. I think they should upgrade them, because otherwise you can't like use the free-to-play drops to upgrade anything else. And now we have the Sanctified Star Soul, the last one that I needed. This is clean now again, which I really like. We do have the full materials for this Star Soul now to be upgraded once we do the level up, which will be very, very nice. We will get the last ability here, which is a little bit of a dodge, but the main thing that we are going to get, and which is going to be very, very cool on this, is we're going to get the next Destiny Trail going. And this Destiny Trail, this area over here, this gets you an enormous amount of attack. And this is already 36 million attack Star Soul, which is the highest that we can get. This will go even further then. I think it's around 40 million at the total, something like that. Pretty crazy. And if you then put this on like a hero, it gets absolutely insane. You can see right here, this is a tenant, not a homeowner, with this Star Soul going to 343 million attack. And putting this like on an LFA, you are 420, 430 million attack, which is crazy. So this I wanted to show you a little bit of a side video this time, but a little bit of extra event action that I didn't want to keep away from you guys. If you want to, you can check out the full live stream we did for an anniversary. I definitely recommend it. Or the 370 Sigil opening that we did also during the live stream, which I also posted as a singular video. You can check this out as well. Until then, I wish you a great day, and we'll see us in the next one.